Good morning again, everybody, on this rainy morning, whatever day this is. First of all, shout out some happy birthdays out there. Happy birthdays are in order for Abram Schuler, Catherine O'Neill, and Aiden Pendergrass. Congratulations. I hope your birthday is everything that you have ever imagined it to be, and more, with cake and candles and a piñata. So I was thinking about this, and I was thinking I kind of had this fleeting idea several years ago about how we could live longer as people. I know a lot of you are like, why would we want to do that? This is long enough. But some people can still contribute for a long, long time. And then I kind of lost the idea because I thought it was really stupid. And then it kind of came back because I thought, how can we get out of this faster? Because most of us are going crazy here in our homes. We want to get back to school. We want to learn more. We want to teach more. We want to have lunches together. We want to go to ball games and things like that. How can we get out of here faster? So I revived an old idea that I had a while ago, and that is an idea for a 6-month calendar. Now, as you know, in the Western world, we have been on the 12-month calendar for many years now. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, et cetera, et cetera. But if we went to a 6-month calendar, it could really change things for the better. And I already have the names here. I wrote them down. So this is, instead of all of those months I just said to you, we would have 6 months, and they would be called Jebuary, because we would combine January and February, Mapril, Moon, Julaugust, Socktober, and November. And if we went to those months, just think of all, I've been brainstorming what might happen if we went to this 6-month calendar, because you can't just do things rashly. You know, that's one of the things I hope you learn from English. You have to think critically. You have to think about the consequences of consequences. You can't just come out and say, the president can't just say, we're going to adopt Mr. Stalin's 6-month calendar and then just let the chips fall where they may. You have to think these things through. So there are some ideas here that I've been thinking of, some of the possible ramifications. The first one is the Christmas season would come around really twice a year. If you think of a 6-month calendar as being like two 6-month calendars, is almost like 1-year calendar. In a typical year, we only celebrate Christmas once. In a 6 months year, 2 years, we would celebrate Christmas twice. I usually put my Christmas tree up 2 months before Christmas. That means basically 4 months of the year I could have my Christmas tree up. Imagine how festive I would be. And you too. Some of you, those who celebrate Christmas. And if you don't, that's fine. It doesn't matter, because whatever holidays you do celebrate, those you get to experience twice as well. And so that's an amazing thing. So the second thing is some of the dumber holidays that I don't like, or maybe that you don't like New Year's. I don't care about New Year's. I'm not interested in that. I don't really care about that holiday. Flag Day, I don't even know what that is. I love the flag. I love the flag, the United States flag, and I love the country. But I don't know what, Flag Day is a bad example. How about, I don't know, Arbor Day? Is that a thing? I seem to remember that growing up. These are holidays that we don't really need necessarily to celebrate the whole day. We can just celebrate them half a day because we have 2 6-month periods. So now the January 1st is just half a day, basically, because we have the 6-month calendar. Think about this. If we could cram 2 years into 1 year, you could go to school and graduate by the time you were 9 years old. Can you imagine that? 9 years old, you could be out there engineering. You could be, by the time you were 12, you could be a doctor. You could be out there solving this corona crisis. That would be amazing. And you could retire when you were 33 years old. I could have been retired already for like 25 years. I would never do that to you because I feel like this is what I have to do. I have to give. So that would be those would be 2 amazing things, to be able to graduate by 9 and to be able to retire by 33. Drawbacks, Social Security would go bankrupt and it would probably set the economy on fire. We still have to work on those things. Like I said, consequences of consequences. Fourth thing. Now there are some cons. This is not just going to be unicorns and roses and clowns and whatnot. There are some bad things about it, and one of the bad things is that even if New Year's Day is half a day, that means Thanksgiving would only be half a day, and that would be terrible because you would have less time to spend with your family. You wouldn't get to watch 3 football games. You only get to watch a football game and a half. I don't even know if they would just play half a game. Maybe they would. I don't know. At this point, we'd probably take it. Next thing, one thing I haven't worked out, and I could use your help with this, is how we would do days. Would days still be 24-hour periods? And we would have half as many days in a year? Or would we cram 2 days into what is now 1 day and have, like, say, Monday would be like from midnight to noon would be Monday 1, noon to midnight would be Monday 2? That's something I haven't really thought about, but it's quite possible that could end up being pretty good because it would solve the problem I've had my whole life of AM and PM. Like, what are those? I never been able to figure those out. Like, I remember in high school, my friend said he was going to pick me up at 3:00 p.m. I waited all night. I got up in the middle of the night and waited for him in the darkness. And then afterwards, I figured out, he explained to me AM and PM. And even, I remember it, but I still have a hard time remembering it. But it's easy to remember Monday 1, Monday 2. Okay, I'm going to pick you up outside your house Tuesday 2 at 3:00. I'm not going to get up at 3:00 in the morning. I know when I'm going to get up. Seasons may be weird. This may be weird too. This is another possible drawback. Christmas, it could be 100 degrees and hurricane evacuations. That's not ideal. That's not optimal. And then also another negative is that you'd have to pay twice as much for birthday presents, which are kind of expensive already. So, you know what? Now that I think of it, this is kind of a really stupid idea. And there's a lot of more negatives than I thought. But that's okay. That's why we brainstorm and we think about what are the good things, what are the bad things. So if you can think of any more positives or any more negatives, you want to think critically, put on your critical thinking hat or mask or whatever piece of critical thinking apparel that you wear. Tell us about it in the Google Classroom. Love to hear from you. But keep in mind, I already think it's a dumb idea now, so I'm probably not going to resurrect it. But just keep that in the back of your head. All right. I hope everybody, for real, seriously, is having a sane time and everybody is staying negative from Corona. Keep quarantining so we can get out of this thing, guys. And I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.